Let us see whether democracy produces a responsive form of government or not. What is our expectation? डेमोक्रेसी एक रेस्पॉन्सिव फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट बनाते हैं या नहीं? तो वी हैव adopted a democratic form of government, and our expectation is that a democratic form of government will be responsive to the needs and demands of the people. That is our expectation. Or a democratic government should be responsive to the needs and demands of the people. And let us see the reality. Democracies often frustrate the needs of the people and often ignore the demands of a majority of its population. If you look at the reality, democracies often suppress the needs of the people. People may demand a lot of things: better infrastructural facilities, job opportunities, reduction in poverty level, reduction in income inequality. They have a lot of demands. A society free of corruption, free of and pollution, etc. But they often are not paying attention to the needs of the people, to the demands of the people. Then, the routine tales of corruption are enough to convince us that democracy is not free of this evil. Even routine tales of corruption means हर दिन टेल मतलब की स्टोरी, करप्शन की स्टोरी, भ्रष्टाचार की स्टोरी हम सुनते ही रहते हैं डेमोक्रेसी जहां जहां पे डेमोक्रेसी है. At the same time, there is nothing to show that non-democracies are less corrupt or more sensitive to the people. But there is no proof, there is no country around the world which is free of corruption, which is totally responsive to the needs and demands of the people. अगर दूसरे देशों की बात करें जहां पे डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है, वहां पे भी करप्शन है, वहां पे भी ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि लोगों की नीड्स एंड डिमांड्स के ऊपर रेस्पॉन्सिव है गवर्नमेंट. So, if you compare democracies with non-democracies, again, democracies are far better in this respect. Okay, so which is the question? Is democracy produces a responsive form of government? And our expectation, a democratic form of government should be attentive to the needs and demands of the people and is largely free of corruption. That is our expectation. And if you look at the reality, democracies often frustrate the needs of the people and often ignore the demands of a majority of its population. First point. The routine tales of corruption are enough to convince us that democracy is not free of this evil. More, at the same time, there is nothing to show that non-democracies are less corrupt or more sensitive to the people. I think difficult words coming here are routine tales of corruption. That is, every day we are hearing the stories of corruption. Tales means stories of corruption, and are enough to convince us that is, we are hearing the stories of corruption, and with the stories of corruption, we are sure that democracies are not free of corruption. That is the meaning of that sentence. But non-democracies are also corrupt. They are also not responsive to the needs and demands of the people. Hopefully, you understood this portion.